So let's go with some unionizing. One of the number one things that I believe that we have to start doing as a way of fighting back. We'll circle back momentarily to Black history. We have to start showing solidarity. We have to start working with workers. We have to start showing the roots of the union movements and how we can overcome the problematic past to be able to use union strength to protect our workers. And I'm really talking, honestly, the clip that we're getting ready to show is about Starbucks. But every time I talk about unions, the first thing that comes to mind is the union efforts for the boys and girls over there at Amazon. I mean, our sisters and brothers and non-gender conforming individuals who are delivering our Amazon packages every single day. Whenever I think about the unionizing efforts, I think about the people who are struggling that look exactly like me. Black people who are delivering these packages, who are working in these warehouses, who oftentimes we find people try to divide the Black community from unionizing efforts. Well, there's a unionizing effort that is happening among Starbucks employees, and it's spreading throughout the country, in Illinois, Colorado, Massachusetts, Ohio, and more. Starbucks CEO Kevin Johnson says the company opposes unionization, but told employees that they are the heartbeat of his company. Let's take a listen into this clip.
A small group of workers making a loud statement as the Starbucks crew at a Buffalo cafe vote to form a union.
We have proven that we are Starbucks. We are the heart of this company.
Now, workers at 2 Boston area Starbucks are looking to do the same. In a letter to employees, the CEO of Starbucks said they oppose unionization, but remain committed to their employees, calling them the, quote, heartbeat of this company.
It's very easy to consider yourself or to call your employees the heartbeat. What's difficult is doing something for them, especially during this pandemic when Starbucks is considered to be essential and workers are considered to be essential workers. The least that we can do is allow these essential workers to unionize, allow them the ability to organize against the corporations that have all the power. Listen, this is one of the reasons I'm a union supporter, right? I support unions despite the difficult history that we have with Black communities. Let's just be real. There's no doubt that there are union problems that existed and still exist. Nevertheless, when we are talking about organizing against major corporations that have billions of dollars at their disposal to do whatever they want with the lives of their workers, we have got to put a pin there. And there's a big and the government is not stepping in to be a buffer to big corporations because everyone is afraid of big government, but nobody is afraid of big corporations. When that is the case, such as it is in the United States of America, we need unions. We need solidarity with unions. We need unions to go through their past and fix whatever is in the history, whatever the problems are. We know, we have it documented. We know about the racism problems, the lack of ability to represent Black people as much as you would other workers. That's fine. That's the past. But we have to have solidarity today because the people who are behind these barista lines, the people who are driving these trucks, the people who are in the warehouses, they're not just white people. Workers in this country are not just white people. The working class in this country is not just white people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn up this early in the morning, but here we are. We'll laugh in a minute when the rest of the crew gets here. But the working class in this country is not just white people. A. Philip Randolph, one of the greatest labor organizers in the history of this country, a Black man, right? We look at all of the efforts of Black people through this country, and it has always been around labor because we are labor. We're not limited to labor, but we work. We work hella hard. We are the hardest working people in this country, if you ask me. And at the end of the day, without a union, our efforts are in vain. Because you do not have the ability as a single employee to fight back against a corporation that is demanding that you come into work during the middle of the pandemic and they didn't even want to give you more than $1 an hour for hazard pay. You can't fight that on your own. Not all unions are good. Some unions are. I mean, come on, we have the police unions. Let's just be real. Like, this is not to valorize all unions. It is to say that workers, if we are not united, if we are not holding hands in solidarity with people who don't necessarily look like us, don't necessarily believe like us. They may not have any of the belief systems that we have. Matter of fact, some of them might not have the same political ideology that you have, but you know what they believe in? The fact that we have to unionize against corporations that have exploited labor since time immemorial. And they have shown us that in this pandemic, they simply do not care about your life.